Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense is on the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Gonna run it. It's Luna. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he drops the throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the fumble recovery gives the ball to the offense with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Trojans.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Finding open areas. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast and met him there and forced the TFL.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his man. It's Fowler. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Washington. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw again. Quick strike complete.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now the play fake. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative.
Turning it on! Headed to the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Trojans have it with a first and goal. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Covey. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got a man in the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Fit in the window for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Northwestern, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's McGee. Bust through behind his pad. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's McGee. Shakes off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial going for it all. He's got it on the left. Hits the crease. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pocket breaking down. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. At the 35, he's open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The sure hands, it's Fowler. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, USC! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. That's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Working that left side. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Washington. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Rushes on him. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Fires it down the seam. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Fowler. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy that slot is.
Pulls in the deep ball. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Trojan. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Each and every week, I think his coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
USC 49, Northwestern.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now on first down from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking to the big tight end. Big fella moving. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys are...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on 1st down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Northwestern will send out the punt team.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score. Looking to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a pride. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This time they'll go to the running game. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Going to swing it on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the move, it's Urlacher. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And wings it incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Jordan. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Trojans will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got a man, it's Pacheco. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the 4th quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Wants to return it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field.
There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And they'll knock him down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field. that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Kick is in the air. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Fowler. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Trojans in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Fowler. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. It's Fowler. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy
fires one high and deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take it.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Caught at the